mini crafters. How are you? Um, we are here for a holiday craft. So get your big person, get your smocks on, or clothes that are okay to get dirty, cover your workspace, and let's get started. I'm so excited. This is going to be a fun craft. We are going to be making a snowman ornament, but not just any snowman ornament. It's going to be an ornament that is going to be one that, well, I think that your grown up is going to like, because the scarf on your snowman is going to be a piece of string that's going to be as tall as you are right now. I know, exciting, exciting, exciting. Your grown up probably thinks it's really neat. So in your kit, you will have your directions. Look at, there's the little snowman you'll be making, okay? So you're gonna have directions for your big person. And you're gonna have some white paint. And you're going to have this is like it's a tongue depressor. Looks like a big, huge popsicle stick. You're gonna have one of these. You're gonna have a big, huge, long piece of string. It's either gonna be green or red. You're gonna have some cool, pretty little sparkly gems. Yep, sparkly little gems. And you will have, reaching, you'll have this cute little saying and a piece of thick paper, okay? Now, let me show you how to put it all together. Now, this little saying is really neat, okay? Let me read it to you really fast. It says, the scarf on this snowman is very special indeed because it's the same exact size as me. Keep this ornament I made close to your heart to remember how little I was in, and this is where your big person is going to write 2021. Love, and then your name. And if you think you can fit your name in there and write it yourself, that would be amazing. And if not, then your big person will write your name. And then we're going to cut this out on those black lines, okay? We'll cut that out. And Miss Penny already did that, so I have this cut out already. You're going to take the piece of paper that you have and cut it to whatever size you want. And if you want to make the sides squiggly, if you have those cool scissors, you know, there's some scissors that make the sides all squiggly. If you want to do that, you can. If you want to leave it square, you can do it that way. But you're going to take this piece of paper. You want this to be a little bit bigger though, so make sure your big person's helping you with that, because you want it to kind of look like this. Ready? Oh. You want it to kind of fit like this. So it kind of outlines it. It's kind of neat. You're gonna need a glue stick, okay? So you're gonna want to take your glue stick. Oh, got it. Put some glue on the back of this, all right? So we're gluing just on the back. Glue. There we go. Put the glue on the back and glue it onto your paper, just like I showed you. Okay? So we have this. Perfect. Now, if you guys have a hole punch at home, this would be a good time to use it. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can use your big person can use something to poke a hole, okay? No big deal. We have a hole punch here, so I'm going to use it to just punch a little hole just in the corner here. I don't want to poke the words. I just want to poke in the corner to make this like, see, just a little hole in the corner. That's it. Then I'm going to put that on the side for now. Now, you're going to take a paintbrush, which you're going to need from home. Everybody go grab a paintbrush, quick, quick, quick. I'll close up my glue while you're doing that. All right. Okay, so you have your paintbrush. You're going to take your white paint and you are going to paint just the front of your popsicle stick. Also, um, you can use your big person. If your big person wants to use hot glue, you can start getting that ready now, okay? But only your big person. Hot glue is very, very hot and it will burn and it will hurt. So only your big person, if they want to use hot glue, they can start getting that ready. And that's just for the end. And that's just for the end. So if you want to start doing that, go ahead. But in the meantime, if you want to paint the white stick, do that. So paint it, let it dry. You might have to paint it 2 times. So you might have to paint it and then go play while it's drying. Come back, paint it again, go play and let it dry again, and then come back to finish it. So it might take some waiting, but that's okay because you can play. You could always play while you're waiting, right? No big deal. It dries really fast. Once it's all dry, now we get to decorate it. So this is where go and grab some markers. You get to draw a face on your snowman. Yay! So go and grab some markers. Hopefully, if you have the skinny markers, those might be the best because the other ones, they might just be a little bit more tricky. Okay, so if you have the skinny ones, go ahead and grab those. Okay, I'm just going to use orange and black, but you can use whatever colors you want. All right, first I'm going to use the black and I'm going to draw some eyes. So eyes for my snowman. So if you wanted to put some eyes on there, 2 dots. Then I'm going to keep my black out instead of putting it away, and I'm going to go ahead and draw a mouth. And here goes mouth. And again, I'm just using my black and I'm making littler dots for the mouth. So the eyes were bigger dots, the mouth is littler dots. See? Just like that. Or you don't even have to make them dots if you don't want. Do it however you want. It's your snowman, guys. Right, then I put the cap back on my marker. Then I'm going to take my orange marker and I'm going to make a little triangle for a carrot nose. And that is all I'm going to do for my snowman. But again, you get to do whatever you want because it's your snowman or snow girl. You can call it whatever you want. And that's it. I drew my face. Yay! Now I'm going to put some buttons on my snowman. I am going to use hot glue for this part. If you don't have hot glue or if you don't have a big person helping you with the hot glue, you can use regular glue. I don't think glue sticks will work for these very well. And there are stickers on the back, but I'm not sure the stickers will hold super well. So you can use regular glue, but the regular glue is going to take a little bit longer to dry. So you have to be really careful and let it dry so they don't fall off, okay? Now, when we're doing this, we want to leave this whole section open because that's where his scarf's going to go. So we're going to put his buttons down here, okay? So we're going to put 1, 2, 3. That's what we're going to do. First you're going to take your buttons and you're going to choose the buttons that you want to use. And I will use, you know what? I am going to use hearts because I have them here. So I have them. I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on first. 1, 2, and I'm using hot glue, remember, but I'm a big person, so it's okay. And if you're using the hot glue, you make sure that that big person is helping you and is doing this because hot glue is hot, just like it says, hot, 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 and it will burn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, done. Okay. So now my snowman has buttons. No, my snowman's only missing a oh, I think my hot glue dried too quickly. Let me redo that button. I didn't put that button on quick enough and the hot glue dried so fast. All right, so I put the hot glue on, I put the button on. Okay, big person, remember that. The hot glue dries fast. That's better. Okay. Hot glue also is very stringy. It's like there's little strings. It's almost like spider webs. There. But now I need my scarf. Now remember when I said our scarf is going to be as tall as us? Yes, that's exactly what I said. How are we going to do that? We're going to need our big person. Now, what I'm going to need from you guys is I'm going to need you to listen really careful to your big person. What I want you to do is I want you to stand up, straight, tall, okay? Put your feet kind of close together, but not so close together that you go off balance and you can't stand, okay? So feet kind of stand close together, stand up straight and tall. Your big person is going to take that piece of string. All right, we're going to use this Christmas tree here. Okay, he's standing straight and tall. We're going to measure from his top of his head, not his hat, the top of his head to the heels of his feet. That is how tall you are. So from the top of his head, see, it's at the top of his head, to the heels of his feet. And we're going to measure that right like that. And I'm marking it right there. Okay? Then we're going to take our scissors and cut that spot. That is how big my scarf is going to be for. So this is how tall the snowman or the Christmas tree is. Perfect. Your string is going to be as tall as you are. Oh, it's going to be so cute. This string is going to be wrapped around now your snowman. So you can either just kind of tie it around there, or your big person can start it maybe with a little dab of hot glue just so that it doesn't fall off. And then maybe you can wrap it, and then at the end, they can kind of hot glue it again at the end. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start on the back of it. I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue so that it holds the string on there. If your big person does that, let the hot glue dry before you start wrapping. That way you don't touch the hot glue, okay? So I put a little dab and I stuck that on there. And then you just wrap the string around and around and around. However, as long as it stays around his neck area, it doesn't matter if it's all crooked and crazy. It doesn't matter. It's a scarf, right? And your scarf, his scarf, will be as big as you are. Then if maybe you want to just have your big person, if they want, just put another little dab of hot glue just to kind of hold it in place at the end. And your snowman is complete. And then every year you could, because it's hot glue, it comes off really easy. You can measure yourself against this string every year and see how tall you've gotten against your string. How exciting will that be? So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add this to it, because this is going to remind us that it's you and what year this is from. Okay? What I did forget to tell you is that there's also going to be a piece of ribbon in your kit to add that with. So I'm going to have Mr. Christmas Tree sing you a song while I go grab a piece of ribbon quick. I'll be right back. See, I came back just in time. All right, and I have the ribbon. So we're just going to take this piece of ribbon. This is something that you could help with. And again, this is where hot glue would come in handy. If you don't have it, you can use regular glue. Even with the scarf, you could use regular glue. It'll just take longer to dry, okay? So I'm taking my ribbon, sticking it through the hole, and if your big person poked a hole instead, that's totally fine. It'll fit through that too. Okay, just sticking it through there. So it's going to hold it like that. Then I am just going to take my hot glue on the back of the stick, and I'm going to glue this to the back. Okay, So let me do that quick and I'll show you what it looks like. Why? Because this is so exciting, you know? Yeah. So we'll put a dab of hot glue. Got it. And then I'm going to do this. Yep, it's almost complete. This may be like a favorite craft of mine. I love memory stuff, guys. And it's not only memory, but it's also something that you can help with. So it's a memory craft, but it's something that you're also like making too. All right, it's gonna take a second for my hot glue. All the string is sticking to my hands. And take a second for the hot glue to dry. I don't want to hang it by the ribbon quite yet because the hot glue is still wet. The hot glue does dry faster, but it does not dry necessarily right away. But, so I have my ribbon. I have this to remind me that it is Christmas tree from 2001 hanging. You have your ribbon, so you'll be able to hang it on your Christmas tree like an ornament. And that's it. Next year, you can measure yourself and see how tall you've gotten compared to last year, which is actually this year. Exciting, everybody. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this, okay? Remember to have your big person help you finish this. It's gonna be so neat, all right? You guys have so much fun decorating your snowman height ornament. That's what we're going to call it, okay? And have a great holiday, and I will see you next year. Old-fashioned way, you will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Bye!